my goodness, but that was that respect. One thing that really made me cheerful was that the little girl, the way she really roared with laughter what I said about his, her father or her uncle. I said that I'm sure that little girl must have had a bit of his words too, his father from his words. That's why she was reeling with that laughter. But he's a great man in every word. No matter what happened between us. Well, so that's the other thing is that we should have
It was when we had the conversation about his meeting with the general. He was really looking forward to it. And when he told me that he had an ask to grind with the general, I said to him, has that not been resolved? He said no, that the general made a statement during a World Foundation event that he didn't give me credit. And when I reported back to Prof, he was very excited after I talked to the general. So we're looking at the general to be sitting for freedom. So some of the people who are going to receive the awards are already very well known. So we're just going to skip through all that as well. Just mention them so that they can receive the award. Some of the people who came to receive the award on behalf of their bosses have left. There's Tony, who was to receive on behalf of Falaji Dangote. He has left. There's somebody else here who's here for the rest of them. So I hope they are here. Abubakar Dangiwa couldn't come. He's in Kaduna. And he said to me that flights are not landing in Kaduna right now because of safety issues. And it was very dangerous for him to drive between Kaduna and Abuja to catch a flight to come. So he couldn't come. He really wanted to come because he wrote a forward. So unfortunately, he's not here. He'll be, his award will be received on his behalf. So I've just requested that Patrick should skim through this thing so that we can leave here. We'll be here for quite some time. Thank you very much.
So now I wish I knew what to skip through, because now we don't know if the representative of Alaji Dambi is not here. Okay, what about the representative of Chief Mike Adenuga? Not here either. What about the representative of Barrister Alan Onyama of Air Peace? I think we shall have to get these awards to them. Then the other ones here. Representative of Dr. Lisa Bakova. Is the person here? Representative of Abubakar Dangiwa, we've already sent that. I think that's about all. I think we'll find a way to get the awards to them. Please let's put our hands together for all the award winners, and those of us clapping want to get these awards ourselves for.
And the success today, all glory to him. On behalf of Inspire Media Services Limited, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for your presence at this remarkable occasion of the public presentation of the book, Leading from the Streets, Media Intervention by a Public Intellectual, 1999 to 2019. Today, we have witnessed the culmination of hard work, dedication, and creativity by my husband, Mr. Magnus Onyibe, in his latest book, Leading from the Streets. At about this time in the year 2022, precisely on May the 10th, I had the privilege of giving the vote of thanks during the launch of his then latest book, Becoming President of Nigeria, A Citizen's Guide, at the Yaradua Center, Abuja. In that book, he predicted on page 331 to 332, that the contest for the presidency of Nigeria in 2023 would be between incumbent President, His Excellency Bola Tinubu, and the former Vice President, His Excellency Atiku Abubakar. The article, How to Become President of Nigeria 2023, that was reproduced in the book was published in the mass media on September 15, 2021. That was long before the party primaries where both candidates were nominated by their respective parties. It was at the time when the incumbent president appeared not to have any chance because the presidency was likely not to be zoned to the southwestern part of Nigeria. So I was pleasantly surprised when my husband's prediction about the likely outcome of the presidential contest came to pass. Having said that, we would like to express our deepest appreciation to the author, Mr. Magnus Onyibe, for sharing his writing talent with the world. His work, and I believe it must have inspired a lot of us here present. We are honored to be part of this journey of new discovery and renewed hope of the wonderful citizens of our great country, Nigeria. We say a special thank you to the chairman of the occasion, the father of the nation, who also wrote the foreword to the book, the former head of state of Nigeria, General Yakubu Gowon, GCFR. We also say a big thank you to His Excellency, Chief James Onanifeo Ibori, His Excellency Donald Duke, Mr. Henry Meseka, and all our distinguished guests. We sincerely thank all the contributors for their insightful and thought-provoking speeches that have added depth to the book and this event. The presence of you all has truly enriched the experience for all of us. And all those of you participating online in your respective offices or homes via Zoom and the live telecast of the event by AIT, we thank you for engaging with us online. Without you all, this event would not have been possible. Your belief in the power of communication and intellectualism is truly commendable. Precious of Alliance Française/Mike Adenuga Center, volunteers and staff of Inspire Group for their hard work and dedication in making this event a success. Your tireless efforts have not gone unnoticed, and we are grateful for everything you have done to make this occasion a memorable one. As we conclude this wonderful event, let us take from here the spirit of creativity, knowledge, and community. May Leading from the Streets continue to inspire and resonate with readers around the world. And may we all continue to lead in our little ways, in our little spaces for the greater good of all. Thank you once again for
breaking news of the moment. Biscon TV, the most exciting 24-hour general interest television station, parading cutting-edge programs in news, sports, politics, business, foreign news, fashion and style, entertainment and lifestyle programs. Biscon TV broadcasts news 7 times daily from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Biscon TV can be watched in all parts of the country now on GoTV channel 144 and live streaming on Biscon TV on YouTube. Biscon TV live streaming on YouTube is the fastest growing, most watched 24-hour live streaming channel on YouTube. Remember, Biscon TV has been moved from channel 108 to channel 144 on GoTV. Biscon TV, interactive, engaging, and unconventional.
Hello and welcome to Biscon Television Newspaper Review. I am Sarah Abiodun, and today I'll be taking you through a series of newspapers available, and I'll be starting with the New Telegraph newspaper. And the first headline here says, Federal government battles foreign insurance over 2.5 trillion naira war risk premium. And the rest of this is on page 3. CBN, economy contracted for 13 straight months in July, and you can read that on page 25. Abbas bows to pressure, withdraws counter-subversion bill, says bill targeted at terrorists, bandits, militias, and that's on page 3. My monthly take-home over 21 million naira, that's according to Senator Kawu, and don't give him the Ningi Indomie treatment, Atiku tells Akpabio. The rest of the story is on. Now moving on, we have 56.9% of under 5 children in Kano stunted, and that's according to UNICEF. Seeks solution to school dropouts in Southwest. We can find the rest of the story on pages 4, 5, and 30. Unical, North NYC, identified fake graduates, and that's the registrar saying that. Ipman, EFCC asks NAS for special courts to prosecute all thieves, and the rest of the story is on pages 5 and 8. Finland to federal government. We're taking actions on Simon Ekpa's case. Issue central topic in discussion with Boughton and Tuga. And that's on page 3. And we have attempt at disrupting Edo election will be treated as assault on democracy. WHO declares Mpox global health. Now to the This Day newspaper. Man, lending rates to manufacturers rose from 28.6% to 35% in Q2 2024. Says continuous hike in NPR tightening conditions for productive sector. Naira will gain if Nigeria manufactures own weapons, argues Defense Minister. You can find the rest of this on page 9. WHO declares health emergency over monkeypox, and that's on page 5. NSA, attempts to disrupt peaceful conduct of Edo Guber poll will be met with full force. The rest of the story can be found on page 9. Federal government approves implementation of zero duty VAT exemption on selected food items. New policy takes effect today, expected to crash food prices. And now to the Daily Sun newspaper. Army vows to dislodge all thieves in Niger Delta, and that destroys 27 sites, confiscates products in rivers, and we can find that on page 5. Towards Edo Ondo Ekiti Guber polls, INEC charges security agents to be ruthless during elections. NSA warns against attempts to disrupt elections. You can find that on page 6. Ganduje, protesters carted away case file, Kano governor alleges. Reviews how state high courts lost over 1 billion naira, and that's on page 29. Nigeria, Equatorial Guinea to sign agreement on petroleum resources and security, and you can find that. Now to the Punch newspaper. Prices skyrocket as petrol scarcity bites ADA. Marketers blame supply shortage. NNPC keeps mum, and you can find this story on page 2. Power tariff. Also demands reversal. Varsity's fees jump by 300%, and you can find that on page 7. EFCC detains Nakon chair, recovers 314,098 Saudi Riyal, and that's on page 28. Food crisis. Military deploys troops in Northwest, North Central farms. Farmers Associations loud Tinubu, say move will boost harvest, tackle food insecurity. Deployment will grant farmers access to farms. Ensure Southwest, 39 dams moribund over poor maintenance, obsolete equipment, and that's on page 6. WHO declares monkeypox outbreak a global health emergency, and you can find the story on page 4. 18 die in 3 road crashes along Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You can find that on page 8. We can no longer afford further hikes in interest rates, manufacturers warn, and that's on page 6. Government begins implementation of zero duty on selected food items. You can find the story on page 19. Yusuf visits vandalized Kano High Court, say sensitive documents on Ganduje stolen. You can find that on page 30. Party disowns Ebisheni as Labour Party Guber candidate in on page 7, and protest was sitting on a time bomb, Sule tells northern governors. You can find the rest of the story on page 4. And lastly, for the Guardian newspaper, we have pressure mounts on Tinubu to sack all sectors. And now we've come to the end of newspaper review on Biscon Television. Many thanks for watching.
The beautiful